wanna watch a drama. You say you wanna watch a comedy. Well, you can watch it with your mama, or you can watch it with your daddy. You'll even sit and watch it with your middle schooler, so you can come and talk around a water cooler. We're watching all day and all night. Couch potatoes unite. Whoa, whoa. Couch potatoes unite. Whoa, whoa. Couch potatoes unite.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the podcast entitled Couch Potatoes Unite! Which is based on a blog of the same name because it's us, interactively. Which choice will you choose? Oh wait, you're already listening to the podcast. Someone just put the neato in incognito. My name is Kylie and I love TV. If you feel the same, keep listening and or checking out our website, couchpotatoesunite.wordpress.com, as you're bound to find some common ground with something you like. For at Couch Potatoes Unite, we're all about the wonders and unique long-form storytelling of the small screen. CPU! Hopes you've been following releases of brand new episodes of the podcast on Wednesdays, as well as new blog entries on some Tuesdays, and as always, we have several more new episodes on the way. Because the panels and I live live behind our podcast, the episodes are published once per week. Subscribe to the website or the podcast via iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, via Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, CastBox, and Amazon Music, basically anywhere you get your podcasts, to stay on top of brand new episodes. Episodes already published discuss a variety of shows around the water cooler, including, but not limited to, Stranger Things, iZombie, The Good Place, Game of Thrones, American Horror Story, Grace and Frankie, Mr. Robot, Charmed, Riverdale, Outlander, This Is Us, Altered Carbon, The Orville, and the Arrowverse or CW-verse on the CW. Plus new episodes are in the works, including revisits for Doctor Who, Schitt's Creek, Fuller House, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The 100, The Crown, Supernatural, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, the Breaking Better series will launch into discussion of the first 2 seasons of Better Call Saul, and the Star Trek 50 Plus series will talk Season 1 of Deep Space Nine. We'll be launching new panels covering Big Little Lies, The Good Doctor, Call the Midwife, The Animaniacs, Killing Eve, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, American Gods, Grey's Anatomy, and Cobra Kai. And because we look back at shows now past, we'll travel through time and experience all sorts of identities with Quantum Leap. We'll thank the Golden Girls for being friends. We'll cry Bazinga for Big Bang Theory. We'll dive deep into the fantasy world of the Magicians. We'll navigate the witty political satire of Parks and Recreation. And we'll become psychos for Psych. By the way, did you know that CPU also from time to time goes live? We've been live from bunkers, comedy shows, and Comic-Cons and game stores. Plus, we're planning more live appearances and other cool stuff, including in these semi-quarantine times. So make sure you like and follow us at our Facebook page, our Twitter at CPU Podcast, our Instagram at Couch Potatoes Unite, or subscribe to the website, our YouTube channel, our Apple iTunes channel, our Stitcher Radio channel, or find us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, CastBox, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. Plus, you can also subscribe to us via Patreon in an effort to get fancier, to upgrade some of our stuff, to build our capacity. Couch Potatoes Unite is on Patreon to provide the opportunity to subscribe for perks, including member-exclusive email and Discord access, bonus content, TV-themed merch, and the ability to join CPU for occasional watch parties, dun-dun-dun, and in so doing, possibly to place priority requests for shows that we cover. If any of this sounds like fun to you, head on over to Patreon or download the app and search for our name, Couch Potatoes Unite. Don't forget the exclamation point. In the meantime, if you don't hear a show in this podcast format, fellow panelists and I still write reviews and we always seek new panelists. So if you've any interest in joining the discussion, say hello by finding us at any of the outlets I've mentioned. At the very least, stop by and leave us a thumbs up, comment, or review. We like feedback, just as long as you don't say, 2090 called, you're dead, and you wasted your time on Earth. That's a throwback line, that is. Today, we continue an oldie but a goodie on CPU. Long ago in a galaxy far, far away, no, not that one, CPU did 1 or 2 watch parties, where we watch an episode of TV and interact in real time or recap and review it immediately following our watch or rewatch. Well, they're fun, and we miss them. And sometimes the show, or property we're consuming in the moment, demands some fun togetherness for the watch. Plus, we thought we would tease one of our Tier 3 Patreon perks, quarterly watch parties, with us. In a CPU watch party, a panel, in addition to other invitees where applicable, hello Patreon, watches the episode over Discord and then chats about it in real time or pauses playback to digest something in the moment, all while being recorded. It's a laugh a minute on CPU. Welcome to our latest watch party, because giving up isn't our jam. Our jams are grape, jock, and space. Today, our Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt panel is back around the virtual Discord-type water cooler after being 2 years dormant to discuss another big-time reunion, that of the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt cast for the interactive reunion special, Kimmy vs. the Reverend, which was released on May 12, 2020 via Netflix, meaning it's available to Netflix subscribers exclusively because it is Netflix-produced original content. The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt sitcom was originally created by Tina Fey and Robert Carlock. The special was directed by Claire Scanlon and stars Ellie Kemper, Jane Krakowski, Titus Burgess, and Carol Kane. Sometime after the series finale of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, played by Kemper, is planning her wedding to Prince Frederick, guest star Daniel Radcliffe, with her friends Titus Andromedon, played by Burgess, Lillian Kaustupper, played by Kane, and Jacqueline White, played by Krakowski. When looking in her backpack, Kimmy finds a book she's never seen in a hidden pocket. She decides to travel with Titus to Durnsville, Indiana once again to question Richard Gary Wayne, the Reverend, and the man who kept her captive for 15 years about her find. Meanwhile, Lillian prepares Prince Frederick to become a husband, and Jacqueline attempts to keep the secret that Titus is gone while she stalls on a film shoot to which Titus is supposed to report. Today, for this one-time-only reunion special of our very own, our Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt panel, namely Kristen, Nick, Sarah, Krista, and one-time on, one-time off, but now returning again, panelist Eddie, returns to watch, or rewatch in these cases, perhaps, this interactive episode of a CPU favorite, Hash Brown, No Filter. Because this is a watch party, it should be noted that we are reacting to it in real time, and will discuss sensitive plot points, sight gags, jokes, and other elements best enjoyed on a first watch. So for those of you who have not watched any of the available Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt goodness and plan to do so at some point, listen at your own risk, as there may be major spoilers. Welcome back, panel! How are you?
Hi.
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 Are you ready to watch the watch party of Kimmy versus the Reverend?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. Well, before we get to that and do our watch party business, what I'm going to have you do is go around our virtual water cooler, because we're still in the semi-quarantine times of COVID. Hopefully this is looking better later on, but we're there still right now. And what I'd like you to do is identify yourself by your first name, because you know how that works. Remind us who you are, and then tell us, when you watched Kimmy versus the Reverend, what was your biggest surprise, good or bad, in this interactive special? We're going to use that as a teaser. Also, surprise, if you've come along to this watch party with certain pre-specified conditions, such as beverages or accompaniment, tell us about that too. Who would like to go first?
I'll start.
Oh, Kristen will go.
Oh, I just beat Nick. Hi, I'm Kristen.
Hi, Kristen.
Hi. I am drinking just water today while we're doing our rewatch. Sadly, I don't have anything stronger in my fridge. So,
you know.
Oops. And when I was watching it for the first time, was it last year that it came out? I don't remember. The thing that surprised me the most was all of the surprise cameos that you can only get to by choosing certain paths. And I still haven't seen all of them. So maybe we'll discover a new one that I haven't seen today.
Sounds good. Welcome back, Kristen.
I'm Krista.
Hi, Krista.
And I have a gin and tonic, as is my jam. And I think my biggest surprise was that Titus knew the words to Freebird.
Yes. True.
And I was really glad you just agreed with me, because I was hoping that wasn't like some sort of like dream.
No, it was not a
It's
fever
been a long,
dream.
long time since I watched this.
Sure. Well, we're about to refresh your memory. Welcome back, Krista. Nick, did you want to go next since you tried to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm Nick.
Hi, Nick.
I'm drinking some H2O, yeah. 'Cause I like water.
Cool.
The biggest surprise was how much Carol Kane and Daniel Radcliffe got to do together. That surprised me.
She's his brand new McGonagall.
Go next. I'll go next.
I see you agree. Welcome back, Nick.
Okay, well, hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
I'm not drinking anything because I am 6 months pregnant with Nick's baby. And if I drink even a little fluid, I won't make it through this. I have to go to the bathroom. So I'm just going to post.
The pregnant
On my
listeners are
previously
giving you
imbibed
the yeah.
Yeah. Here's my biggest surprise. I don't remember anything about this special. I've even watched it probably 3 times. I got nothing. So this will be great for me. See it with fresh eyes, I guess.
What a teaser.
I know. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Welcome back, Sarah, who's having Nick's baby. They are in wedlock, by the way.
Yeah, this isn't our first baby. No.
Well, we don't know who knows about the junior podcasters for sure. We're just reminding the people.
Sure, yes. Let's remind them all.
It's good to be here, Sarah.
Yes, great. It's great.
Hi, I'm Eddie.
Hi,
And,
Eddie.
I am drinking wine. I started with white and I just switched to red. Thank you very much. And the biggest surprise for me is that I watched this.
Period. Period. Well, thanks for coming back on the panel, Eddie. We needed to fill in. One of our last panelists went on to life's greater journeys, and it isn't a Kimmy Schmidt party without a full.
That sounds like you died.
He didn't die.
Okay, did you listen to the words? I said life's greater journeys. Possessive. Life's greater journeys.
Yeah.
I said you lied. I said the only reason you asked me to come back is because you needed to fill a gay slot. Like, I think it's a requirement for the panelists. Hey, you have to stay compliant.
Eddie, are you drinking Pinot Noir?
I am, actually.
Yeah, you are.
I know, right?
Thematically awesome. Well, welcome back to all of our Kimmy Schmidt panelists, both current, past, present, probably not future. I don't know about that. We'll have to see.
Future is great.
That's true. The future is here. Nobody died. Let that one go. Lord. All right, well, we're going to get started. So this is how this is going to work. Kimmy Schmidt fans, if you watch this interactive special, you know how this works. Netflix, when they made this, it truly is interactive. They give us choices, and if we don't make one, they force us into one. So that'll be fun. What's going to happen is as we're playing, the panelists playing the episode, the panelists are going to talk or offer their reactions, hopefully verbal, but they might have nonverbal ones too. When we get to the interactive choices, they're going to shout out what they want to pick as quickly and as clearly as they can, and then I will discern what the votes say and hit the interaction, and it will go from there. If we're doing a lot of talking about a particular part, we will stop playback so that we can digest what we need to digest. Sound good to everybody?
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get this party started. I'm very excited for this, and it's also an experiment, so it should be great.
Should we talk right now to fill in the silence?
If you want.
Right.
I mean,
Otherwise, boring podcast.
editing is what editing is for.
How do you choose between fancy and fun?
Okay, what do you want? Fun or fancy?
Fancy one.
Fun.
I'm doing best.
I say don't pick the fun. If you think something's fun is going to be dumb.
Fun.
I'm going to be fun. Fun it is.
Titus, are you kidding?
If I were, you'd be chuckling right now. Chuckling hard.
I still love it.
What flavor is that cake? Because it looks really
I can't let
good.
you eat that. You start shooting.
That dress would be popular back when she was on Ally McBeal.
Following Mark Wahlberg.
It looks like Vanessa
Yeah.
Dawn Sweet.
That is
I think that
pretty
Katy Perry would have worn that, like, circa 2000.
3:30 a.m. workout number one.
I mean, even to the Super Bowl a couple years ago, she would have worn
7
it.
a.m. golf.
Why, bitch? Why?
If it didn't have the candy on it, it wouldn't.
You're
It would be
lead of a
almost-
action movie. Pull this
I mean,
off
if
and
you
you'll
took
be
the
first
sleeves
to
off of
that
it.
instead of the
Oh,
guy who
yeah.
gets bumped because Bindi.
He needs one of those edible
Secret,
necklaces
extra
around her
fun,
neck.
and tell the producers.
Now go to the gym.
Okay. Do we want him to go to the gym?
gym.
Take a nap.
Go to the gym.
Go to the gym. I've never seen that part.
Go to the gym.
Take a nap.
Go to the gym.
I hear
Take
the
a nap because
gym.
I want to take a nap.
Yes, kick the table.
For the record, that's how I enter the gym every time I go.
Is that your gym outfit too? Because it looks fabulous.
Exactly like that. Exactly how I work out.
Has anyone watched Sing On? He hosts it. Titus hosts Sing On. It's a karaoke reality show. Game show thing.
You walk down the aisle in that dress, Frederick's gonna be all
Oh, the puppet backpack.
And I can't wait to
So
see
creepy.
your bridesmaid's dress.
I don't have enough. I haven't drank enough wine to watch this.
I don't understand why she's talking to the backpack in the middle of New York City, though.
I mean, it's not like anybody would notice.
I guess not.
When did Dora the Explorer show up to Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt? Like,
Oh, this is much more annoying than Dora.
Yeah.
Dora,
and at least Dora's educational.
That's right.
It's a book.
I mean, how does she not know that there's another book?
It was a
Like,
secret
she's got a
pocket.
backpack with a fine. She never checked the mysterious pocket.
The magical backpack didn't tell her about the pocket till just now.
My backpack is
Really was wanting that to be a babysitter's club
Have you
book.
ever met a backpack this funny?
I mean, I think it's supposed to be, right?
No,
I
isn't
think that's,
it a choose your own adventure book?
yeah.
It's a little meta.
And it's like R.L. Stein did that.
I mean, how did she meet the prince in the first place? Do we ever know?
No.
I don't think so.
It's part of her fame from the book.
For the record, I watched this before I finished the series.
What's a dirty joke that we
Yeah,
missed?
well, there's something I didn't even know about.
There's a lot of dirty jokes in here. Also, I'm really here for Daniel Radcliffe with facial hair. Just throwing that out there.
Well, actually,
I
there are
think
some
he's a
wedding
cutie.
details to be attended to if you
It's
haven't
weird,
already
but I do.
chosen yours.
Normal in that cartoon fox Robin Hood accent, you know it gets my motor going.
Right, I'm sorry.
You're being a real smooch tease, Frederick.
She's
It
had to be
hurts
much
my
older than her.
area.
Well, I suppose a third option would be
In real life.
practicing for our honeymoon.
Hey, read book, plan wedding, or make out.
You.
But plan is also fun.
Make out.
Pick out.
Whatever. Anything's fine.
It picked book.
They chose for us.
We started a correspondence, and before long you agreed to meet me for a holiday in Saint-Tropez.
That's how they
We
met.
both got so sunburned.
There it is.
This book was checked out on April 24th, 2003. That's 5 years.
That was my
after I-
23rd birthday.
And you didn't attend Lewis
All
as a
right.
junior high school.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
So it's not actually
Not in
mine.
2003.
So it must belong to one of your chums from your underground terror pit. Your words.
Book is really
One of
late.
the other mole women. But which one do I call?
Well, Cindy's always.
Cindy, Donna Maria, or Gretchen?
Cindy.
And who could
Gretchen.
Yes,
Gretchen.
Gretchen.
Cindy.
Catch a tiger by its
Gretchen.
England, we said jumpy bumpy out of
I
the way,
hear
grab
two
the
Cindy,
trunk,
two
say,
Gretchen, so I'm gonna let it pick.
Jumpy bumpy woodland shout. And
Donna
then
Maria.
decision about which option.
Sorry,
Oh,
Nick.
is it? And it picked Cindy.
It picked Cindy.
He has a costume fitting tomorrow, and my ass is on the line here too. And I know what you're thinking. What a lucky line. But this is serious.
Boy, talk about a
Take
social
Jacqueline or
place.
take Titus?
Titus.
Titus.
You two are perfect.
Titus.
Well, I hear lots of unanimity that way.
When you take Jacqueline, she makes Buckley fly the plane and the plane crashes and you start over.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't take Jacqueline.
You melted
I
my
would have picked Titus regardless because Jacqueline is my least favorite.
Titus?
It's like silence of the lambs.
Silence? Oh no. When you kill them, lambs make like a human scream and then a rattling sound. Silence.
How does she know that?
I wish.
So she was from Indiana.
There's unhidden depths to Kimmy
This
Schmidt.
is unacceptable. Who
Or
has a plate
hidden
with no
depths.
foods on it?
Something with
Vegetable
depths.
platter.
Unlike every birthday I've ever had in here, despite the many hints.
It's Kenneth!
Hello,
Yep.
Dick.
Actually,
Surprise
my
cameo
mom is in
number
gang
one.
name now.
I'll get down.
Isn't it weird to think that he was her drama teacher at one point?
What?
Yeah, that's
We haven't seen
weird.
each other in like 5 years. How about we make like a hot dog and catch up?
I still think he's
I
cute.
forgot you put ketchup on hot dogs. You sicko!
Come on, Kimmy. You come all this way. Let's be sociable.
You want to get down to beeswax or be sociable?
I allegedly kidnapped
Beeswax.
Light.
Yeah, bees sociable. Bees are sociable.
Are you
I
all
hear
right?
more for
Because
beeswax.
of the water that the bagels are so good.
Not like that.
Prove it.
West Virginia. Is that where the school is?
What? No? What?
Can we just confront the fact that he's obsessed with her?
Sister Kimmy.
Yep. Well, that he actually, out of his pocket, unlocks his mouth.
I think it was
Yeah.
in his butt.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it was in his butt.
But
Ding dong! Ding dong! Who's ready to
Nature's
party like it's
pocket.
1999? Oh no!
You know, ladies, nobody's throwing me a stag night. My best mate Fiona doesn't arrive until tomorrow because of a previously scheduled hysterectomy. So, I do your bachelorette.
So if we would have chosen Gretchen or Donna Maria, would they be here at this point?
I think it's always her.
Lillian planned the party because she threatened me with her hammer.
I don't remember if I think I might have chosen Donna Maria, and I think it is her, but I think it kicks you back.
Like it makes you ultimately
I think Eddie's right and Cindy's supposed to be, but I think the other two make cameos and choices you can't choose.
But which one of us should karaoke at?
Cindy sing or Lillian sing?
Cindy.
Cindy.
Lillian.
Lily.
I hear more Lillian to this
I'm
side.
Lillian.
Wait for it! I'm so
Oh,
mad!
Titus on the screen in the background.
It is.
Oh yeah. I also love how Cheryl the robot is there.
Cheryl was on the plane.
Multiple Cheryls.
What is this?
Sorry, but this is the only town in West Virginia with a Lewis Gossett Jr. Junior High.
That's 12 miles away.
Frack water, is that a Battlestar Galactica reference?
No.
Let's quote set. I'm ordering.
Think positive.
Mama do.
Well, of course it's a Battlestar reference because in 30 Rock,
Wait,
Jack's
do we wait for Mama to or walk to town?
Walk to town.
Titus, we have feet for a reason.
I hear split.
And wait,
Walk to town.
Well, that's what it will choose. Although I kind of think I chose Mamadou the last time, and it makes you walk to town. Krista, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say that Tina Fey has made a what the frap joke in the past. In Dirty Rock.
Of course she has. Liz Lemon is
Alika was wearing the what the frap t-shirt and she said, I'm wearing this ridiculous t-shirt.
What is it, Charlie? Titus is not coming out of his trailer until this situation has been taken care of.
Oh, I wasn't aware there was a problem. What's wrong?
I'll tell you exactly what's wrong. Titus is upset about
the script of the wardrobe.
The wardrobe. The wardrobe.
Yeah,
These aren't fellow citizens. These are folks. And they're not going to cotton to some big city sophisticate and his pasty sidekick.
Big city.
I think Titus wore that jacket in 30 Rock when he was Teflon.
That's Teflon's jacket?
I think it might be.
Is this a cold town?
West Virginia.
Yeah, chances
Is it-
are.
This is my favorite part.
Your listening holes in my.
I think it's mine too.
Maybe you two should keep moving on down the road.
Is that a Muppets reference?
Maybe.
Free bird. I know that song.
You do?
I'm a deep library, Kimmy.
Does he know it, or he thinks he knows it?
He knows it. He knows
I
it.
want him to again. Yeah, he knows it.
That's what it is. I did try choosing the other option through my watch, and it does kick you back to he knows it, and I was shocked and
The
pleased.
song that guy wants to hear?
The Teflon ones go faster than that, don't they?
Get out of prison. I saw it yesterday.
I'm sure they can.
Super sneaky.
Real life they
I mean,
Okay, sneaky plan or karate?
Karate.
I hear karate. 3 people for karate.
We've seen him do karate plenty.
Kenneth got shot.
Oh man. Goodbye, Jack.
Poor Kenneth.
I love you, and I'll do whatever it takes to rescue those beans.
That green screen is something.
Mm-hmm.
It's Sam Dippy.
Prince. Do you think a different accent would help? English just sounds so awful because it's what Nazis have in films. Do it in American, bro. You're gonna straight up dump me. Bazinga. No. And my nanny
His girlfriend is originally from Flint.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
There's my good boy.
Look, it's Carol Kane as Mary Poppins.
Oh, it's a good boy. I'm the opposite. I'm a bad guy.
That's the sequel we wanted.
You need to life.
I didn't hear you, Kristen.
They are handy.
Either you let me
I have one. Don't you register?
or you see if you can get
Go with Lillian or go with Fiona?
With Lillian.
Lillian.
That's 3. Sorry.
Shout.
I don't know what Fiona is.
And I decide.
Fiona's the Mary Poppins
Fix
one.
me, Lillian. I can take my shell back together and make me a
Fiona's a
happy,
hippo.
normal.
I came to Midtown for this. I'm putting a curse on all of you.
I like that Dan is like still brown.
He wouldn't give a name without her.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Alien, sir?
You're here for Festaru?
Hey, it's that dude.
I like the sales.
Parnell.
You're a sales panther.
From Serenity.
I didn't see you.
Yes!
What
Him.
did the
I have that top.
said you
Oh, yeah.
with him, but
Awesome.
you didn't meet him.
I wish I had that headdress. It's colorful.
I knew
He's
about
a thing
it.
in a pool.
Just want the fanny pack.
And blammo! Insane Clown Posse said they'd headline, but they just stole my car. Festaru started 3 days ago, and no one...
Juggalos would never steal his.
Because I brought drugs.
Juggalos are good people.
Okay.
I'm so pleased. No, we didn't actually, but there was some leftover fabric
Is that
from the
Chelsea
warehouse,
Peretti?
so I drove there, stayed up all
No.
night sewing, and if I could
From
just
Reverend
get
99.
one final
That's
fitting.
not her.
The last thing I want to do.
It's Heidi
Believe
Gardner from SNL.
I thought you thought that was Kristen Bell, and that's why you made that song.
Jenny, what am I gonna do with you?
Do you want mind games or physical violence?
Violence.
Physical violence.
Mind games.
Oh, it's 2 and 2. Who hasn't spoken?
I don't care.
Oh, it's a
Violins.
violins. That's a throwback. Never mind.
Fine or Robin?
Fine!
Well, what do
Who's
you
that
know?
guy?
Come on in.
Cameo?
We're trying to get to Peabody Falls.
Knoxville.
Can you show me where it is on this West Virginia
Who
border?
is he?
I don't have a map.
Johnny Knoxville.
Oh.
From that show that has a naughty word in it.
Where's the
We
town?
can say jackass. That's okay.
Oh, Peabody Falls belongs to
Like a donkey.
800 square
We
miles.
can say jackass.
Slurry
Also,
like
he
20
looks
times
older,
the size
so
of
I
Disney
didn't
World.
recognize
And to
him
put that in
because
perspective, I'm 1 million
I don't
inside
care
Disney
about
World.
him so much.
Yeah.
And so,
The Reverend is
Because
hours
time
ahead
is
of us.
passed.
And now we don't even know
That's
where
true.
we're going. Did he just leave his kid here?
The mother won't take it back.
We can't take a baby
That
on a
electric
bike.
baby.
Girl, you can't take a baby, period.
Oh, not that baby has a unibrow.
Besides zebra.
I have no idea.
Isn't she pregnant during the filming of this? Or no? She was
No,
pregnant
she
the
was-
last week.
I think she was.
pregnant either right before filming started or maybe right at the end. That
And then we
explains
use our
like
tricycles to catch the Reverend's van.
She was pregnant on the match.
Believe me, I'm fine.
She's pregnant during the last season of Kimmy Schmidt, but I think she's since had another baby.
We gotta go.
Do you want to babysit or follow the Reverend?
Follow the Reverend.
Follow the Reverend.
I hear 2 for Reverend.
Fudge, fudge, fudge!
Going.
Can it, baby? I'm thinking.
That baby is cute, though. I'm sorry I said it had a
You
unibrow.
must leave her here all the time, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, baby. Good luck.
It's gone now. Continuity.
Stop,
That was a
sweetie.
different baby in the
Swans,
previous
thanks,
frame.
butter jerks.
I don't think so.
I think it was. It did not have a unibrow.
Close the door so the baby doesn't run out.
Child endangerment.
It's just good parenting advice.
Yep, there the baby goes.
Bye, baby.
Where's it gonna go? Whoa.
Oh, baby.
Please don't roll out in front of a vehicle. I like Kimmy's bicycle better. Or tricycle. Whatever.
Oh no.
I got the bunker back down below. I'm taking these roads in Florida where everything's legal.
Stranger danger.
Everything is legal in Florida.
Oh, hey, that just got caught.
It's
Like that
Mikey.
show.
It's so cute.
So, AKA she wouldn't leave the baby.
No, we're getting kicked back.
What do you mean the Mets suck? You suck. Get out of here.
Did he just leave his kid here?
Yes.
I can't do it. I can't leave Sharon. I need your Sharon.
Wait a minute.
How does she know that it's a she?
That's family
How
time.
does
That's
she
on the
know
damn
that?
Marky Mark
Did
sketch.
she say Sharon?
Yep. He said Jared.
No, she named the baby Sharon.
Ooh. These might as well be a clown in a sewer because they are it.
Wow.
Nobody gets that joke last
Puts it in his
On the bus, go round and round, round and round. You missed a lifetime of lame girlfriends who don't hold a candle to Kimmy Schmidt. And I'm gonna introduce you to all of them.
She was pregnant during the filming of this.
What? When?
In your past, he'd kill you.
Real doctor.
Yeah,
Of course she does.
The prince can afford this damage.
Daniel Radcliffe is such a sport.
He is. He also can do the alphabet rap nicely.
I have somewhere to go tomorrow.
She's my second to least favorite old woman. Gretchen's on the bottom.
This one tastes like lemon.
What if it wasn't lemon? Doesn't look like
Oh
it's
my
sunny.
gosh, it's working! It's a map!
In East Virginia, by the way. That's
Is
where
one
the sign
displayed?
is. East Virginia is the opposite of West Virginia, clearly.
What about the beans?
You know, he does commit.
He's very hungry. He has the
Jurassic Park rules. If I don't move, you can't see me. Free hat.
Free hat.
Now running?
He's a really good friend. At least he goes behind her.
This is even
Double
worse.
space.
You're getting colder.
Just tell me what to
I like
hold for and I'll
Jacqueline's
do
top,
it.
but I
I know
hate the
I can do
shorts.
that.
Because it has been one for the books. Let me tell you.
Ask about her year or no thanks,
You don't
stranger.
even want to know.
Ask her about her years.
Be nice.
Isn't
Exactly.
it epic?
Stranger.
I hear 2-1.
I'm indifferent.
I lost my son, Buckley, to online gaming. He's getting the surgery to become a Minecraft sheep.
After Julian left, I realized that I could touch my life.
I don't know.
More than just a hobby. Who's willing to do it.
I must have fallen asleep
Oh, I
during
went
this
back
part
into
because
the
I do not
workforce,
remember
and all I
it.
could find was this dumb
This
job.
explains what happened to Buckley.
True.
Titus, let me do that.
Titus is keeping up for not running.
You know, he's
Right?
pretty.
That's what we call speed walking, ladies.
Oh, he's running.
Now he's
That's a
running.
dog.
It's a horror movie. It doesn't matter how much you run.
Okay, lied. I really like this part too. This part's so good.
Everything's sparkling like in the same when it's about to become a ball.
Do we follow Kimmy or Woodland Banquet?
Woodland Banquet.
Me.
Kimmy.
I hear 2 for
Let him.
Kimmy.
He should eat.
I heard 2 for Kimmy.
Spaghettios mold. I'm coming, Kimmy.
For the record, he runs into it. It's so funny. And it's real.
It's bad.
Yes. When I get home, I'm sending a Q-tip. Deep.
Right now I'm doing hot girl.
That's a different table.
Oh, it's a real table. He really
That's-
crashed real food.
Yep. So he bypassed the fake food and ran head first into the real food.
It's a sadness.
They're ready for you on set.
He's miraculously.
It's magical on Kimmy.
Heading to set. So let's all head to set.
What is she wearing?
That's what I said earlier. I like the top, but
Yeah.
the shorts just throw it all off.
It looks nice.
And action. right, it's one
Yes.
take. Come on, action star.
He's also the director on 30 Rock.
So
Like,
He is on
that
30
one-
Rock.
Oh, that's
Also-
he finally gets us.
Sexual. Not sure how.
You know, don't kink shame.
You want to catch me?
That was sexually.
Oh.
He's down.
It looked like a sandwich.
Help me, Sister Kimmy.
So we're all alone and no one even knows you're here?
So she says a Glock now?
Apparently.
It was from the
gas
Let's
station.
not do anything
The
foolish.
baby had it.
Easy now. What are you thinking, Kimmy?
Shoot him, stomp him, spare him, or explode him.
Aaron.
All right, now that's enough.
Spare him.
Let me just hold on until you calm down.
Load him.
Kimmy.
Spare him it is. I heard 3 spare hims.
Maybe just take a second here, okay?
Kimmy would never explode or stomp or the other things.
Shoot him. I mean, she'd think about it. But
How does this feel? Why did you do all those things to us?
Because I could.
Because he looks like John Hamm.
And now you're.
Mm-hmm.
Like we learned in 30 Rock, John Hamm can
Not the
do
world I
anything.
want to live in.
You can order a diet raspberry Fanta and a po' boy
And I am.
off the menu.
It's a catfish, po' boy.
Catfish po' boy, there you are.
Oh, it's Gretchen.
It's like in Seinfeld when they go to the diner and their other people are there.
Mm-hmm.
Or Friends when they find the other coffee shop.
Yep.
Those dresses are kind of fucking style. My sister wore something very similar at Easter.
Yeah, Target has a whole little house on the prairie collection right now.
I mean, Courtney look cute, but like,
Not many people can pull it off. There's the fun dress.
Please notice her high tops doing the thing. This kind of ends abruptly.
We are gathered
Is
here
Dan
today
officiating?
to join in matrimony
Yeah.
on the Latin Mater.
Oh, we won. Yay.
We win!
yeah.
We did it! Oh, wait, they're holding this pose and they're blinking a lot.
Yep.
What's happening? I don't think I got this ending the last time. I must have picked a fancy one. Oh, awkward.
Yep.
Where's the Ferris Bueller ending? Tell us to go home. Well, we're not going to restart it, but it gave us that option. Amazing.
Someone just, like, hit her on the head.
They would.
Yep.
Rude.
It was the guy from the theme song.
And that's the girls from the bunker that she just saved.
Yep.
And we didn't get this ever.
No,
Yeah, everybody's just
I didn't
out.
get this.
I didn't get it either. That's weird.
Like, bye. Maybe. Okay.
Seriously, this is like 2 minutes of them standing there and blinging.
Yeah, waiting for everybody to leave the ceremony.
I wonder how many times it took them to film that.
Where no one blinked or lost it.
Right.
I mean, they're blinking. They're just
You know
not
what I mean.
they're talking.
All right. Well, that was the interactive special of Kimmy versus the Reverend. So now we're going to do a quick review. I have a few very scant few questions. Scant. How would you rate?
Ants?
What?
Nothing.
How would you rate Kimmy versus the Reverend along the standard CPU character question that changes with each show we do? Would you say nothing about this interactive special can get you down? Sure, it has its rough spots, like trying to marry a somewhat clueless prince who looks like Harry Potter, or like trying to remain your unflinchingly positive self when confronting your cult leader captor. Otherwise, it's completely exhilarating, like the exciting world of the legends of Gremulax, and improves greatly upon the original ending, a la Kimmy Schmidt. Is it as fabulous as your turn in your Mark Wahlberg starring action movie Big Break, but you nurse a dark secret, quite possibly related to your real opinion of this special, whatever it may be. Also, you might have skipped to just the bits featuring you by playing hooky from your movie set, a la Titus Andromedon. Is it better than a hard-nosed, tough-talking pre-marriage counselor to the only prince more clueless than your friend Kimmy, a la Lillian Kaustupper? Did you learn even more about what your favorite characters, namely you, were capable of, for good and for bad? Like trying to represent Titus as an agent, which just ain't easy. All in all, you think all the characters, particularly you, and this interactive special reached a good and reasonable end, a la Jacqueline, formerly Voorhees, now White. Were you utterly confused and captivated by every moment? But you have to admit that the interactive format left you feeling that there was some arrested development, no, not that show, to the whole idea. Possibly because you weren't around for the prior shenanigans, like Prince Frederick, or you couldn't care less. You're too busy manipulating everyone in and out of prison to be too invested in Kimmy or her friends' exploits. Though you do enjoy the challenge of trying to orchestrate the whole messy business and to stay in contact with your allegedly still wife because, for whatever reason, you're still obsessed with her. Like the Reverend Richard Wayne Gary Wayne. What is your reaction?
Prince Frederick.
Yeah, Prince Frederick.
I'm Kimmy and the Reverend.
No.
You can't! That's opposite ends!
Those are opposites.
I both don't care and enjoyed it.
It doesn't... How can you enjoy without caring? I don't understand those words, I guess.
I get where she's coming from. Because it's like maybe she doesn't care which path you take because the whole journey's fun. But...
Is that
what you meant?
A lot more on the rewatch just now than I did initially. Yeah.
I think you're just upset, Krista, because that's what your wedding dress looks like that you picked out, and now everyone is seeing it, and you're very...
Yes, that is exactly it. I am having a very dress.
That is,
Let's go with that.
Yeah, that's a different spin on what I'm aware of.
I mean, I haven't tried any on yet, but let's go with that.
But, okay.
Do we get to vote fancy or fun?
Sure, I have a drag outfit somewhere that looks like that. I'll send it to you.
Patty can help you out. Can the average of that be like Lillian? It's better than being a hard-nosed, tough-talking pre-marriage counselor to the only prince more clueless than your friend Kimmy?
Sure.
Yes, and. All right. Who hasn't answered?
That'd be me, and I think I'm Jacqueline.
Because?
Well, it's hard to remember because there were so many character questions, and I just remembered that, oh yeah, Jacqueline's it. And then I kind of stopped paying attention because it's easier for me to read it than I can come up with the answer as to why I'm that character.
See, Addie, Nick, and Sarah are experienced at the surprise character question from our American Horror Story panel.
There are always surprises for me.
Oh, yeah.
Someone doesn't do their homework.
That's correct.
I watched this show.
That's good. I would actually also be Prince Frederick. I actually think this is a better ending to Kimmy Schmidt than the original ending to Kimmy Schmidt, which we're going to ask that question next. But when I first watched it, I felt like I was not drinking alcohol, and I felt like I should have been or had been drinking alcohol watching the interactive special the first time, so it was a little weird. But
It's way better.
okay. Duly noted, and if they make a second one, that's what I'll do. So, that's the next...
Another one.
Well, I'm just saying. It can be a big if. But that segues to the next question. How do you feel about the special versus the original series finale?
I don't remember it.
I like this interactive special ending better.
I feel like it was more Kimmy-esque, having that interactive part.
The wrap on the series was nice, though. Like, everyone had a bit of a bow.
And they just unwrapped it here?
No, it was more like and then they added some confetti.
Oh, okay.
It was like I said, on the second rewatch, I really enjoyed it this time. The first time, I was like, what? But, no, I think it's much more Kimmy to have, even when they still, like, with the John Bender arm for, 3 minutes. That seemed fitting.
Well, because she did that in the original series at some point, too. It was, around the college years or something.
Mm-hmm.
Where she did that same joke. So that was kind of a fun callback. But I will definitely say I enjoyed the special better the first time I watched it. It seems like with each of the rewatches, whether it was me trying to get to the different cameos to see everything, because like Josh Groban is in it too.
Oh.
At some point, depending on the path that you take, and there's a couple other people we didn't see. But I feel like it loses its appeal on the multiple rewatches. So I kind of enjoy it a little less every time.
I've never seen Josh Groban. Did he snap? Oh, wait, no, Josh Groban, the singer. I was thinking Josh Brolin.
Kimmy dates him sometime, and like she leaves him and gets with the prince, and he's like upset and hurt about it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, we didn't get to see Mimi Canassis either.
No, we didn't.
I like her. She's my favorite.
I know she is. Is she the voice of the backpack, though? Amy
No.
Sedaris?
That's
Kylie, come
the
on.
voice of the backpack is Stephanie D'Ambruzzo from Broadway.
They have a new queue in Sesame Street.
Mimi Canassis is Amy Sedaris.
Yes, I know Amy Sedaris. I just thought she was stylizing a voice. I don't know. I didn't look.
No, that was Stephanie.
Okay. And I don't know Broadway stars. You're confusing me with Sarah. So, sorry.
What?
I don't know people's Broadway star voices. I don't know them.
But you should know Muppeteers. I mean,
Yeah, she probably did the puppeteering on it too.
Mm-hmm.
She does a ton of that stuff.
Yeah, she did.
Why are you shaming me and judging me right now? I don't. It's fine. Okay,
I think you're projecting your own
no, I'm judging.
shame.
All right, well, Nick is the only one judging, not the rest.
Thanks, Kristen.
I
Does adding the film to the Kimmy Schmidt lexicon help the show hold up, or remind us that it doesn't or won't?
Reminds me of why I stopped watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they choose to make the interactive special again? Was it just because they didn't like how they wrapped the series?
They were supposed to do another season or something, and they had a rush, if I'm remembering.
The cancellation was a surprise to them. They did not know that the last season was going to be the last season until shortly after that last, or shortly before, shortly after they had finished filming, and so they had to change the ending to make the finale, as I recall what it was. And then the creators kind of lobbied to say, can we do, something to kind of put the confetti on top, if you will, and smooth out these rough edges and kind of do it the way we want to do it. And that's how the interactive special was born.
Yeah, because Bandersnatch was the first Netflix interactive special, and that was such a big hit because it was unique.
Yeah.
Let's be the original ending. I get that. I get that Kimmy finding another bunker is interesting.
Yeah, and saving the girls. That would have been a good season.
Like anything where they all end up rich and famous, I just don't find it very, I don't know.
Realistic?
I guess so. It's just...
Lillian's not rich or famous. Lillian's still Lillian. Lillian's not rich or famous.
Really, ridiculous. I mean, she marries a prince.
That looks
I
like
think the whole show's over the top.
What did you say, Nick?
The whole show's over the top. I feel like it works fine for the show.
If they made a second special, would you watch it?
I mean, probably just because I watched everything else.
We'll watch it when Kylie calls me and says, please watch this so you can be on the panel because I love you. That's when I watch it.
There was a little of that.
I don't know. We have a lot to watch already.
I wouldn't be excited about it.
There's a lot coming up. Re-listen to the beginning of the podcast, listeners, if you want to hear some of the upcoming things.
You are involved, like some people. Actually, you're all very involved, but you are very involved. Would you recommend this special to others? Why or why not?
No.
Nah.
Only if they've seen the rest of Kimmy Schmidt and they really want to see more. If they haven't watched Kimmy Schmidt, absolutely not.
Same.
Yeah.
And I don't think that choosing your different... I don't think that worked.
Yeah, and
It felt like work to find jokes instead of enjoying what you're watching.
I
it's
agree.
kind of boring. They were just wandering in the West Virginia wilderness for too long, and I got bored.
That's what I recall the first time watching it, is that I kind of got bored. And I started to after a couple of times where I chose the wrong option, I started to let Netflix just choose the options.
Once I got to the baby in the gas station, I was like, no, I can't do this anymore.
I don't think I finished it the first time. I think this is the only time I've ever finished it.
You have achievement. Achievement on
With Kylie. I'm with you. Once I got to the baby in the gas station, I was like, I can't do this anymore, and I just let Netflix choose.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even know that I can recommend the original. I do recommend the original Kimmy Schmidt, but I do not mention the special when I do it. I agree with you, Nick. I think it was a nice experiment, and I applaud them for being creative, and I like some of the things, but A, an hour was too long when they're normally half-hour episodes, and B, there was a lot of fellowship in the ring, kind of walking through the woods kind of stuff, and they didn't even see elves, so it just...
Well, they have Chris Parnell. That's like an elf.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I guess. He was like...
He's more of a Tom Bombadil, though. Like
What is happening? What are we talking about?
Some of us read books.
I watched those movies with you once. It was a really long.
I understood every word he said.
Gosh.
Nerds Unite. That's our sub-podcast. Good job, Nick. You exposed your wife.
We're not naming our baby. We're not going to name this baby Tom Bombadil.
Bombadil is fine.
No.
Oh, gosh. Need another bottle of wine.
Drink one for me, Eddie. Drink one for me.
I got you.
Hey, they do make non-alcoholic wine. It's what my sister's drinking during her pregnancy right now.
Your sister's pregnant?
Yeah, but what?
Didn't know that. Oh, congrats to Sissy.
You're going to be
For, like...
She already is one.
For my sister and, like, Zach's family, we have 8 on his side. So, yeah, I'm not new to the aunt sphere.
Yeah.
What a bonus for the podcast here.
Yeah, getting all the baby gossip.
So many babies.
Yeah, non-alcoholic wine. It's delicious. Recommend it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll check it out.
Laptop's about to die. Oh, God.
Perfect time to ask the final question. Do you have any parting shots to Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Kimmy versus the Reverend that you haven't already said?
Hashtag no filter.
Hash brown.
No more.
What?
Hashtag no more. Like, be done with Kimmy Schmidt now. Let her go, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have more to say.
No more.
Stick a fork
Bunker
in it.
is closed.
Call it a day.
Yeah.
Stay alive, damn it! It's a miracle. Well, this was an enthusiastic watch party. Thank you for your enthusiasm and contribution. I think. I guess.
I danced a little bit with the music.
You
I
did
feel
great.
This is like the time Kylie and Kristen and I tried to do New Girl the last season, and we were like, we just couldn't. It was not. We couldn't do it.
I mean...
Or the last question on the Friends panel after we heard one. Poof.
Yeah. I guess if somebody else really enjoyed it, they should tweet us at CPU Podcast and make their argument. And
Yes! Sarah, there it is. It's like Where's Waldo of a Sarah podcast.
I know. It's fun.
Sneaking it in at the end.
I gotta.
And what better note can I end this on than tweet at us at CPU Podcast, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to segue.
We're live, damn it.
Patreon.
Let's miraculously go to bed because we're all old people.
Nothing wrong with that.
So tired. I'm so tired.
Given that lovely note, what I'd like to do at this time is thank Eddie and Krista and Kristen and Nick and Sarah for joining me, reuniting with me to watch Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Kimmy versus the Reverend. We hope you enjoy this watch party. Hopefully there will be more coming down the line, but for right now, we've got to roll those credits. although they're not as catchy as Kimmy Schmidt's. Couch Potatoes Unite! Exclamation point was produced by Back Pocket Productions, run by yours truly, the Chief Couch Potato, which is really another way of saying executively produced by me, Kylie Piette. My associate producers are Krista Pennington and Selene Rezmer. I edit this podcast, and our logo is by Rebecca Wallace. Our marketing graphic artist is Krista. Our theme song was written by Sarah Milbratz and sung by Sarah, Amy McDaniel, and Kels Rezmer. Kels played the keyboard, Ian McDonough played the bass, Christian Somerville played the guitar, and the whole shebang was engineered by Kyle Aspinall and Christian. We hail from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Please, if you like what you hear, take the time to rate us, give us stars, provide comments, or review us wherever you get your podcasts. Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, CastBox, and Amazon are just a few of the places you can find us, but we're also on YouTube. We have our website, and we're now on Patreon at patreon.com/couchpotatoesunite. If you really love us, pledge your support by becoming one of our United Couch Potatoes as we grow our little sofa-populated corner of the world. Otherwise, feel free to tell us how we're doing, what we should add, subtract, keep, or toss. You know how it goes. And if you have suggestions for shows we might consider, contact us at our website where we have a guest book, by email at couchpotatoesunitepodcast@gmail.com, our Facebook, our Twitter at CPU Podcast, our Instagram at Couch Potatoes Unite, our Patreon, or wherever you get your podcasts. Though, of course, we add new and old shows to chat about around the water cooler all the time, and always have new episodes coming down the pipe. Just listen to our intros. If you miss old episodes or want to know in general what shows we cover, just search for us. Find us wherever you do searchable things on the internet. Don't forget that exclamation point, or contact us via our website, our email, our social media accounts, and our Patreon to stay up on all the new events and episodes by our humble little podcast, Couch Potatoes Unite! Exclamation point. Until the next time, everything Kimmy Schmidt is available to stream on Netflix, as it is the network that made it. They alive, damn it. It's a miracle. Netflix, I mean. It's a miracle. In the meantime, if you have nominations for shows we should cover on our podcast, contact us via social media or our email. You can volunteer to be a panelist, too. In the meantime, and until next time, until next episode, new episodes are published every Wednesday. Keep listening. Keep watching. Stay tuned.
Bye-bye.